Long before humans built cities or even discovered fire, Earth was ruled by giants. A frozen world stretched from pole to pole, a kingdom of ice, snow, and survival. This was the Ice Age, a time when massive creatures, known as Megafauna, dominated the land. Towering mammoths, armored beasts, and fierce saber-toothed predators battled the cold and each other for survival. But these incredible animals didn't just live. They shaped entire ecosystems. Their stories are written in the frozen ground, in bones and DNA that still whisper from the past. In this video, we'll travel back more than 20,000 years into a world where nature's power created legends, and where climate, time, and humanity decided their fate. These are the 7 most extraordinary giants of the Ice Age. And this is their story. Welcome to LumosCurios. Take your Lumos and dive into a world of curiosity, where history, science, and technology meet. We uncover ancient mysteries, explore futuristic innovations, and reveal hidden truths. The woolly mammoth, the icon of the Ice Age. Picture a vast frozen tundra stretching endlessly beneath a pale gray sky. The air bites with sub-zero chill, and through the snowstorm, a colossal shape emerges. The legendary woolly mammoth, one of the most powerful and resilient creatures of the entire Ice Age. Standing more than 4 meters tall and weighing nearly 8 tons, this prehistoric elephant was perfectly built for a world of ice and wind. Its thick, shaggy coat trapped heat, while layers of fat acted like natural insulation against temperatures that could drop below -50 degrees. The mammoth's long, spiraling tusks, sometimes over 4 meters in length, weren't just for show. They were tools for survival. Mammoths used them to dig through snow and ice, to uncover frozen grasslands, to defend themselves against predators, and even to fight other mammoths during fierce mating battles. They roamed in herds across the icy plains of Siberia, Alaska, and northern Europe, shaping their frozen ecosystems with every step. By grazing, trampling, and moving vegetation, they maintained the open landscapes that countless other Ice Age animals depended on. But even these giants couldn't withstand the power of change. As the Pleistocene drew to a close around 10,000 years ago, Earth's climate began to warm. Vast glaciers melted, tundras turned to forest, and food supplies dwindled. At the same time, early humans were spreading across the north, hunting with spears and strategy. Together, these forces pushed the woolly mammoth toward extinction. A few small populations survived on remote Arctic islands like Wrangel Island, but eventually, even they disappeared. Today, frozen mammoths recovered from permafrost still have flesh, fur, and DNA intact, a time capsule from a vanished world. Scientists are now studying this DNA, exploring the controversial idea of de-extinction, to one day bring mammoths, or something like them, back to life. The woolly mammoth remains more than just a fossil. It is a symbol of endurance, mystery, and the delicate balance between nature, climate, and survival itself. Saber-toothed cat, the Ice Age predator. Step into the shadowed plains of the Ice Age, and you might have felt the gaze of one of the deadliest hunters ever to walk the earth. The saber-toothed cat, known scientifically as Smilodon. Unlike modern big cats, Smilodon was built for power, not speed. Its muscular forelimbs, stocky body, and enormous upper canine teeth, some over 20 centimeters long, made it a perfect ambush predator, capable of taking down massive prey like bison, camels, and even young mammoths. Smilodon lived across the Americas during the Pleistocene, thriving in a world dominated by megafauna. Fossil evidence, especially from the La Brea tar pits, shows that these cats were social hunters. Packs may have worked together to subdue prey far larger than themselves, using teamwork and raw strength to dominate the Ice Age landscapes. Their fearsome teeth were not for display. They were precision tools designed to deliver fatal bites to the throat or neck, instantly incapacitating their target. But specialization came at a cost. While their hunting prowess was unmatched, Smilodon relied on large herbivores for survival. As climate change transformed habitats and human hunting pressure increased, their food sources dwindled. Around 10,000 years ago, Smilodon vanished from the fossil record, joining countless other giants in the Ice Age extinction event. Today, this predator captures our imagination as a symbol of Ice Age ferocity and evolution's brilliance. Its fossils, massive skulls, elongated canines, and strong limb bones tell a story of power, precision, and survival in a harsh prehistoric world. The saber-toothed cat remains one of the most iconic and terrifying creatures of the Ice Age, a reminder of nature's raw beauty and the delicate balance that even apex predators cannot escape. Giant ground sloth, the gentle giant of the Ice Age. Deep in the forests and grasslands of prehistoric South America, a massive creature once roamed, slow, powerful, and unlike anything alive today. This was the giant ground sloth, or Megatherium, one of the largest land mammals ever to walk the earth. Standing up to 6 meters tall and weighing nearly 4 tons, it was as big as an elephant, but moved with the deliberate calm of a sloth. Unlike the fierce predators of the Ice Age, Megatherium was a gentle herbivore. Its enormous claws, up to 30 centimeters long, weren't for killing, but for pulling down branches and stripping leaves from trees. Using its strong tail for balance, it could rear up on its hind legs to reach vegetation. Other animals couldn't. Its thick fur, slow metabolism, and immense size made it perfectly suited for the cold Pleistocene environment. But don't be fooled by its peaceful nature. When threatened, Megatherium could defend itself fiercely. Those claws and massive muscles could strike with devastating force, enough to injure or kill predators like Smilodon or early human hunters. Fossil evidence suggests humans may have encountered, and possibly hunted, these giants toward the end of the Ice Age. Around 10,000 years ago, as climates warmed and human populations spread, Megatherium vanished. Its extinction marked the end of an era when creatures of impossible size ruled the land. Yet its fossils still speak of a world where even the gentlest giants were extraordinary. Reminders that evolution once painted life on Earth on a far grander scale. The giant ground sloth remains a symbol of prehistoric wonder, a peaceful titan lost to time. Dire wolf, pack hunters of the Ice Age. Imagine the Americas during the late Pleistocene. Open plains, cold woodlands, and herds of massive herbivores drifting across the landscape. In that world roamed a predator, unlike any modern wolf, the dire wolf, Enochion dirus. Bigger, heavier, and built for power. Dire wolves were apex hunters of the Ice Age, a symbol of raw predatory force and social hunting skill. Dire wolves were not merely oversized gray wolves. Their skulls were broader, jaws stronger, and teeth thicker, built to crush bone and rip through thick hides. Adults weighed significantly more than modern wolves, with robust limbs and a compact muscular frame that favored endurance and strength over speed. Fossil hotspots like the La Brea tar pits reveal thousands of dire wolf remains, suggesting they hunted in groups and were drawn to the same prey and pitfalls as other carnivores. Paleontologists believe dire wolves hunted cooperatively, using pack tactics to bring down large Ice Age megafauna, bison, horses, and young mammoths. Pack hunting allowed them to tackle prey far larger than an individual predator could handle. Their success relied on social bonds, strategy, and a steady supply of big-game herbivores. But this specialization made them vulnerable. As the Ice Age ended and climates shifted, many large prey species declined. Competition with other canids and new pressures from human hunters further strained dire wolf populations. Around 13,000 years ago, dire wolves disappeared from the fossil record, a casualty of ecological collapse and changing food webs. Today, dire wolves captivate our imagination, a reminder that apex predators depend on balanced ecosystems. Their fossil legacy, from massive jaws to worn teeth, tells a story of teamwork, ferocity, and eventual disappearance. The dire wolf stands as one of the Ice Age's most iconic predators, powerful, social, and ultimately fragile in the face of rapid environmental change. The woolly rhinoceros, the armored giant of the Ice Age. Across the frozen steppes of Ice Age Europe and Siberia, a massive shape once trudged through blizzards and endless fields of snow. The woolly rhinoceros, or Coelodonta antiquitatis. Covered in thick, shaggy fur and armed with a huge curved horn up to 1 meter long, this prehistoric rhino was one of the toughest survivors of the Pleistocene world. It thrived in the same harsh, icy landscapes as the woolly mammoth and became one of the era's most recognizable megafauna. The woolly rhino's thick coat, dense fat layer, and compact body protected it from sub-zero temperatures. Its enormous horn wasn't just for defense. It was a versatile tool. Fossil evidence and cave art suggest it used the horn to sweep away snow in search of grass, or to fight rivals during mating season. With its massive frame and sharp sense of smell, it dominated the tundra as a solitary grazer perfectly adapted to cold, windy plains. For thousands of years, the woolly rhinoceros coexisted with early humans, who painted its image on cave walls in places like France and Russia. These ancient depictions show just how deeply this creature impacted prehistoric culture. But as the climate warmed and glaciers retreated, the grasses it depended on began to vanish. Combined with overhunting by humans, this change pushed the species toward extinction around 10,000 years ago. Today, frozen remains discovered in Siberian permafrost allow scientists to study its DNA, revealing close ties to modern rhinos. The woolly rhinoceros stands as a symbol of Ice Age resilience, a creature built for the cold that ultimately could not survive a warming world. Its story reminds us that even the mightiest giants can fall when their environment disappears. The Irish elk, the titan with golden antlers. In the misty meadows and icy plains of the late Pleistocene roamed one of the most magnificent creatures ever to grace the earth, the Irish elk, or Megalochirus giganteus. Despite its name, this majestic giant wasn't limited to Ireland. It ranged across Europe and Asia. Standing over 2 meters tall at the shoulder and weighing nearly 700 kilograms, it was among the largest deer species to ever exist. But what truly set it apart were its massive antlers, stretching up to 3.6 meters wide, like natural crowns of bone and glory. These colossal antlers were both a weapon and a display, symbols of dominance used in fierce mating battles and courtship rituals. During the Ice Age, open grasslands allowed the Irish elk to grow such extravagant features without hindrance. When males clashed, the sound of colliding antlers echoed like thunder across the tundra, a spectacle of strength and endurance. the Irish elk thrived during colder periods, feeding on tough grasses and shrubs. But as the climate warmed and dense forests replaced the open plains, its enormous antlers became a disadvantage. Maneuvering through thick woodland became difficult, and food sources declined. Around 7,700 years ago, this majestic species disappeared, likely due to a combination of environmental change and human hunting pressure. Fossils of the Irish elk have been found in remarkable condition, including complete skeletons preserved in peat bogs. Their sheer size and beauty have made them icons of prehistoric Europe, symbols of both nature's creativity and fragility. The Irish elk remains a powerful reminder that evolution's most spectacular designs can also be its most vulnerable. In the story of the Ice Age, it stands not as a beast of war, but as a masterpiece of natural grandeur. The titan with golden antlers, the short-faced bear, the mountain monster. Imagine the vast wild plains of North America during the Ice Age, where one of the largest and most fearsome predators roamed, the short-faced bear, Arctodus simus. This giant was unlike any bear species alive today. Standing nearly 3.5 meters tall on its hind legs and weighing up to 2,500 pounds, the short-faced bear was a true behemoth, towering over modern grizzlies and polar bears. Its long legs and powerful frame were designed for speed and strength, making it one of the fastest bears of its time. The short-faced bear's appearance was striking. Its face, as the name suggests, was shorter and more elongated compared to other bears, giving it an almost canine-like snout. This physical trait, along with its massive claws and muscular build, made it an apex predator of the Ice Age. Unlike today's bears, which are primarily omnivores, the short-faced bear was thought to be a hypercarnivore, primarily feeding on large prey such as bison, camels, and even mammoths. Despite its power, this bear wasn't a typical ambush predator. It relied on its incredible speed to chase down and overpower its prey, making it a terrifying presence on the Pleistocene landscape. Fossil evidence suggests that it may have also scavenged from the kills of other predators, using its strength to chase off competitors like saber-toothed cats. However, as the climate began to warm and the megafauna it hunted began to disappear, the short-faced bear found itself without enough food to sustain its massive body. By the end of the Ice Age, around 10,000 years ago, the short-faced bear had vanished, a casualty of changing environments and a decline in its prey. Today, the short-faced bear lives on in the fossil record, reminding us of the fierce giants that once dominated the Earth. Its massive frame and speed offer a glimpse into a world where the rules of survival were brutal, and the giants that walked the Earth were as terrifying as they were magnificent. The legends of the Ice Age. From the frozen tundras to the shadowed forests, the Ice Age was a world ruled by giants, creatures of strength, beauty, and survival. The woolly mammoth, marching through snowstorms like living mountains. The saber-toothed cat, a silent assassin of the cold plains. The gentle, giant ground sloth, reshaping the forests with every move. And the fearless dire wolf, hunting in perfect coordination beneath the northern skies. Alongside them, the woolly rhinoceros, armored and indestructible. The majestic Irish elk, wearing its golden crown of antlers. And the terrifying short-faced bear, the unstoppable monster of the Pleistocene. Each of these titans tells a story of adaptation, extinction, and the fragile balance of life on a changing planet. But while they vanished thousands of years ago, their legacy endures, written in fossils, DNA, and the landscapes they once ruled. They remind us that nature's power is both creative and destructive, that even the mightiest creatures can fall when their world shifts beneath them. If you enjoyed this journey through the Ice Age, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because the next chapter will take you even deeper into the mysteries of our planet's ancient past. From lost worlds to the future of life itself, there's so much more to discover. Tell us in the comments, which Ice Age giant amazed you the most? Your answer might inspire our next video. This is LumosCurios, where curiosity never freezes. Until next time, stay curious. Thanks for watching LumosCurios. If you're passionate about history, science, and technology, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more mysteries and discoveries. Have your own theory or thoughts? Drop them in the comments. We'd love to hear what you think. Until next adventure, stay curious and always keep your Lumos ready.